Hey friends, Gary here. I love taking pictures and I am a big fan of Micro Four Thirds camera system. That is no secret. If you search for Micro Four Thirds content here on YouTube, you've probably come across my videos many times. And although I primarily shoot Micro Four Thirds for my photography needs, the thing is, I shoot Micro Four Thirds not because it produces the best image quality on the market. No, that is not the main reason, and that is also not the main priority of what I want from my camera system. If I want a camera that can produce the absolute best image quality or the class-leading performance, I will be shooting full frame camera or even medium format camera, not Micro Four Thirds. What I want from a camera system is something that can provide enjoyment, something that is fun to use, something that's inspiring and motivating me to take more pictures. I want a camera that can connect to me on a personal level, a camera that can make me smile, not just a fake smile like this, but a genuine, authentic smile that comes from my heart. Most of the time, my Micro Four Thirds camera system can provide me with that connection that I am longing for, but sometimes once in a while there are some other camera formats that can provide me with that same basic values, same basic principles that can really motivate me to take more pictures. And one of that camera format is the Leica M camera format. I'm talking specifically about my Leica M8.2. Let me explain. So last year I got this beautiful Leica M8.2. I was really excited and I started taking pictures with this beautiful guy. I started to use it for my everyday photography and even recorded some vlogs of me doing photography with this camera, which you can check on my everyday photography vlogs right here. But as time goes, I started to neglect my Leica M8.2 because my Micro Four Thirds camera system is doing just fine. It doesn't need another camera system to support it, to provide more values, to provide more joy or functionality. And also, I found out that my Leica M8.2 doesn't have any special benefit that justifies using it frequently. I mean, it is a beautiful camera, it takes great pictures, it is fun to use, but there's nothing too special about it. Maybe this is because of my expectation of the Leica M brand, but maybe it's just because I was hoping too much from this camera. Long story short, the M8.2 started to get less attention. I didn't feel motivated to use it and I just left it in the studio gathering dust. However, one day I got an idea to use my Leica M8.2 not as a separate camera system to compete or to support my Micro Four Thirds camera system, but just as a camera with one specific function. I want to experiment with the idea of using the Leica M8.2 as my everyday moment camera, meaning I'm not using this camera for majestic things like landscape photography or street photography or dedicated travel photography, but I want to use this camera more for my casual moments that are happening every day, for things like when I'm making coffee, when I'm hanging out with my wife somewhere. I wanna document these casual everyday moments with the Leica M8.2. So I started doing that. I started bringing my Leica M8.2 for things like family members' birthday party, family gatherings, just casual moments, hanging out in the coffee shop, things like that. And slowly but surely, I started to rediscover again how fun and enjoyable the Leica M8.2 is, and I started to get hooked again with this camera. No. Don't go away just yet. I still love my Micro Four Thirds camera. It is still my primary camera system. As I mentioned, the Leica M8.2 is my everyday moment camera. There will be some separation between the Micro Four Thirds camera system and the Leica M8.2 system. I will explain it later, so stay tuned. Anyway, a few weeks ago, I went on a trip to Kopeng, Central Java with my wife and also my in-laws, and I thought I wanna bring the Leica M8.2 not as my dedicated travel camera because I'm also bringing my Micro Four Thirds camera system, but more again for my everyday moments camera. Now, the Leica M8.2 isn't exactly a travel-friendly camera. It doesn't have the convenience of modern digital camera. It is big and bulky. It is heavy. Carrying it for travel isn't exactly easy. However, during that Kopeng trip, I was finally able to make it click. Everything started to make sense to me. So here's what happened. I used my Micro Four Thirds camera to capture stunning landscape photographs. Those breathtaking views, those majestic mountains, those glorious sceneries. I captured them all using my Micro Four Thirds camera. And I use the Leica M8.2 for my life snippets moments, for my time together with my family, when I'm relaxing, when I wanna reconnect with nature and people, all of those everyday life moments. Wow, this revelation blew my mind. I found out that the Leica worked pretty well to capture these everyday moments. I found out that with the Leica camera, I can just relax. I don't have to worry about making beautiful pictures, but when I wanna capture some photos from my everyday moments, the camera doesn't get in the way, so I can really document my everyday life easier with this guy. So now I want to share some pictures taken using the Leica M8.2, taken during my Kopeng trip and also from my everyday life moments. And the setup for these pictures are just the Leica M8.2 together with the 7 Artisans 35mm f2 with an IR filter permanently attached to the lens. Now you might be wondering what's up with the IR filter. The answer is because the Leica M8.2 is an old camera. It is prone to IR lights. Now with just one lens and one camera, the setup might sound extremely simple, but actually I was able to detach my attention from the gear and start to focus on the actual moments, which is what truly matter. Now, contrary to how I take pictures using my Micro Four Thirds camera, which is more ambitious, carefully planned, well thought, with real objectives and real strategies to achieve these monumental pictures, I use the M8.2 quite casually. I see something interesting, I grab the camera, I focus, and then I snap the picture. That's it. Very simple. But from that simplicity, I can find where the fun and the enjoyment of this camera really are. Now, there are some magical things going on with the Leica M8.2, especially in the pictures. First of all, the colors and the vibe. They just look really organic, really smooth, almost filmic, and they just really calm my eyes. They bring inner peace in my heart. Then I found out that with the 35mm lens right here, which acts almost like a 40mm on this APS-H sensor, I can frame everything easier. It's not too tight, it's not too wide, it's just so balanced, and it is actually very easy to use. Environmental portraits work really well with this combination. All the portraits of my wife and also my parents-in-law, they just look gorgeous snapped using this camera. However, photographing everyday objects also look particularly good with this combination. I mean, there's a little bit of limitation when it comes to Leica M camera. It cannot really focus close enough. The minimum focusing distance is 70 centimeter. That is nowhere close enough in my opinion. But that limitation really forced me to be more creative, to come up with clever solutions to frame everyday objects so that they look good, and that is actually fun. And that little challenge really motivates me to take more pictures. Now, speaking about sensor size, the Leica M8.2 is officially my camera with largest sensor. APS-H, it is almost full frame. However, it is an old camera, so the technology isn't really that good, and that means low light performance isn't really that great. I exclusively use this guy only for daytime photography. However, with larger sensor, I can get more background blur, and that really adds more 3Dness into my image. They look more pleasing. I'm addicted to bokeh, I have to be honest with you guys. Just a balanced amount of bokeh can make your image look more 3D, look more alive, and just more engaging overall. Anyway, besides the image quality of the Leica M8.2, what makes it special in my own opinion is the actual experience of using the camera. As we all know, with all Leica M cameras, there's no autofocus. You have to focus manually using the rangefinder mechanism. Basically, you have to see through the viewfinder, and inside there you will see a white box, and then you have to align the contents of the white box with the surroundings by manually focusing the lens. When you're able to match the contents of the white box with its surrounding, you will be in focus. Now, that sounds complicated, cumbersome, and slow, and you are right. However, that's what makes actually using this camera so enjoyable. Now, earlier in this video, I mentioned that the camera is big, bulky, and heavy. That is true. And to add more insult to the injury, the ergonomic is quite bad as well. There's no front grip to help put your fingers when you are holding the camera. There's also no thumb rest on the rear part of the camera, so holding the camera is actually difficult. However, surprisingly, the camera doesn't get in the way between me and my pictures. Now, these factors, they all sound quite minor, but they actually make the shooting experience with the Leica M8.2 so much more enjoyable and fun compared to other camera formats. Now, speaking of other camera format, I wanna compare the shooting experience between Leica M8 and my favorite camera format, which is the Micro Four Thirds. Now, with Micro Four Thirds, the camera is unobtrusive. It doesn't slow you down. It lets you take that big, monumental, critical pictures. The M8.2, on the other hand, will slow you down. I won't lie about it, but it will slow you down intentionally so that you become more immersed with the picture taking process without feeling obtrusive at all. Also, Micro Four Thirds has all the technology and features that you need to seamlessly and to efficiently take pictures so that you can make sure that you will get good results with this camera. However, on the M8.2, it's quite different. It doesn't have any technology or features at all, but this lack of features can really help you to focus more on the image so that you can get also a good result. So as you can see from my observation, these two cameras couldn't be more different. They have different features, they have different goals, they have different purpose, and one isn't necessarily better than the other. My mistake was to treat the Leica M8.2 as sort of a technical camera, thinking that it has all the features that I need to improve my photography skill. Wrong, wrong, wrong. It turns out that the M8.2 is different from my Micro Four Thirds camera, where my Micro Four Thirds camera has everything that I need to make sure that I can take nice pictures. This guy stripped itself from all the features, the distractions, the convenience of a modern camera and help me to become more intentional, to see what truly matters, and let me be more immersed in my own little fun photography world. Hopefully this video has been inspiring and makes you want to go out and take more pictures. This video isn't about forcing you to buy a Leica M8.2 like what I have right here. I just want to share my joy and passion of using this camera. Ultimately, I want you to use whatever you already have. If you have a Micro Four Thirds camera, go out and use it. If you have an APS-C camera, if you have a full frame camera, if you have a Leica camera, it doesn't matter. What matters is you taking more pictures and enjoying what you already have. What I want you to do right now is to be more mindful when you are taking pictures so that you can be more immersed in your own little world of photography. And that wraps up today's video. So that is all about my Leica M8.2, little bit of updates. Hopefully this has been interesting and fun as well. Now please share on the comment down below. What camera do you usually use when you just wanna go out and have fun? Let's have a little bit of a discussion. I love to read your comments. Also, if you have any question, comment down below. I will try my best to answer them. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel down below. And if you want to support my work even further, consider using the affiliate links on the description below. Use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel or purchase my travel photography ebook called Simplifying Travel Photography. I think you guys will like that ebook. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.